My name is Anthony McKnight, and I will be giving a presentation, and I will be talking about this painting that you see before you. This painting is titled The Comedy Shop, and it was painted by Malachi Wright, also known as the Wright Artist. He was 16 at the time that he painted this painting, and this painting portrays some of the most iconic black male comedians, all in the setting of a barbershop, which holds even greater meaning because it is said that in the African American community, African American males tend to come together in barbershops and talk about current events as well as things that are going on in their communities, as well as just have a genuine laugh with one another. And what great way to portray that with some of the greatest comedians in the African American community, like, for example, Dave Chappelle or a Richard Pryor or a Bernie Mac, as well as a Martin Lawrence, who have all paved their way in the comedy community, but more importantly in the African American community. I also thought that this painting was a way to express mixing young with the old. Like, for example, you have comedians like Mike Epps and Kevin Hart in the room with comedians like Richard Pryor, as well as Steve Harvey, as well as Red Fox, who played a part in paving the way for younger comedians like Cat Williams or Kevin Hart. I think that this painting was a resemblance of the youth paying homage to those that paved ways before them. I also noticed that a lot of some of the comedians have smiles on their faces to express happiness and joy from their art, which is comedy, as well as to portray a positive image of this barbershop that's filled with a bunch of lively people who spread nothing but positivity through their art of comedy and find happiness in making other people laugh as well as themselves. After doing my research about this painting, I was able to find that Malachi Wright took the artists, or some of the comedians rather, and made sure to place them in not only the barbershop with a meaning. However, some of these comedians in their outfits or what they were doing resembled their stamp on comedy. Like, for example, we have Bill Cosby sitting to the right, clearly telling a story, which was his greatest mark on comedy, his ability to tell stories that were funny and exciting. We also have Cat Williams' picture wearing his signature green blazer, green button-up shirt, silver tie, jeans, and sneakers, which he was wearing in one of his most famous comedy specials. Or we have Bernie Mac pictured sitting on the left side in one of the barber chairs smoking a cigar, which he was well known for doing, whether on comedy shows or just in general. We also have Jamie Foxx pictured on the right-hand side sitting down wearing what he wore in his most famous comedy special as well. We have Tracy Morgan pictured in the front next to Martin Lawrence and Cat Williams, portraying his role in several movies as a hustler who sells things out of his coat, and that was clearly his mark on comedy. However, you have Robin Givens and Red Fox, who were in comedy cahoots playing checkers, and the it is known as a stereotype that older African Americans in the barbershop tend to play chess or checkers with each other, and this probably was to do with the fact that these two are the oldest comedians in the room, meaning that they have that older statesman status, meaning that that's why they're playing checkers with one another. It could also be a sign that these two have passed away. So, being that they were the oldest and they passed away, they would be the older statesman in the photo as well. We have a lot of some of the older statesmen like Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. Some of them are in the barber chair getting haircuts and some of them aren't. I can imagine that maybe Eddie Murphy would be getting his hair cut by Chris Rock as Chris Rock's appreciation for putting him in some of his first movies, as a way of paying homage to those who've helped him and paved the way for him, as well as Mike Epps cutting someone like Kevin Hart's hair for giving him an opportunity as well. We can also see Martin Lawrence picture wearing the exact same outfit from one of his comedy specials as well, symbolizing a lot of these comedians' first work, like big chances or big breaks in the comedic world. Once again, this is a painting done by Malachi Wright. This painting was called The Comedy Shop. My name is Anthony McKnight, and thank you.